Welcome to the 2018 graduation ceremony. First of all, thank you very much to all of you TSE graduates and families for being here today with us in Toulouse. Nous allons maintenant ouvrir la cérémonie avec Stéphane Grégoire, doyen de notre école. It's time now to open the ceremony with the dean, our dean, Stéphane Grégoire.
So, dear Monsieur le Gouverneur, Villeroy De Galhau, dear Mrs. Montrejo-Vignol, representing the rectress who cannot be with us this afternoon, dear Jean, dear parents, dear graduates, dear alumni, dear colleagues, I'm very pleased to welcome you to this 5th graduation ceremony of the Toulouse School of Economics. I'm Stéphane Grégoire, the Dean of the school, and I do feel honored to stand in front of you on this special occasion. First, I would like to say some words on behalf of the president of the Toulouse School, the Toulouse Capital University, Mrs. Mascala, who cannot be with us today. She had to attend a long-time planned meeting in Brazil, and so she is very sorry for not being with us today. But you know, you may guess that a university president schedule has a lot of constraints, and sometimes they are incompatible. So each year, Mrs. Mascala congratulates warmly our new class of graduates and wishes them a lot of success in their professional career. She always stresses how proud she is to welcome in the family of the alumni of the Toulouse Capital University people from so many countries who will contribute to the international visibility of the university and the Toulouse School of Economics. So let me add my voice to congratulate our students for their academic success. This last year has been very demanding. Yes, I hope sometimes exciting, maybe sometimes exhausting, but I am confident that you have learned a lot, and that you are proud of achieving success in your studies. Well, I am proud of you. Not only have you learned a lot in economics, econometrics, statistics, or finance, but you have also learned from the discussion you had with all the people you have met at TSE and with whom you have worked. The students and professors with whom you have shared this moment comes from different countries with their own culture, their own values, and in their own sense of humor too. So in a way, if you would ask me to summarize our school spirit, I would say that it's most of all cosmopolitan. In your everyday life at TSE, you have experienced the benefits of these exchanges and the true virtues of open-mindedness. As a matter of fact, I do believe you are right to try to understand our world. We know that we need to not only learn with humility and patience, but also with intellectual rigor and honesty, even in our personal and professional relationships. And I hope it is part of what our school has fostered in you. This is important, especially as today, all over the world, fear and xenophobic speeches becomes more and more frequent and listened to. Understanding our ever-changing world and trying to find our role in it, or simply being a good citizen, is difficult and demanding, even for highly trained and educated people like you and I. I do think there is no simple narrative relying on an honest, scientific, and benevolent point of view able to give you a complete insight of the world you live in and about its evolution. It simply doesn't exist. Simplistic, totalizing narratives are deceptive. So modestly, what you have to do is to read a lot about very different topics, to decipher and puzzle over a lot of fragmented information. This situation may naturally generate fear and frustration among those who have not been trained, those who cannot master technical and sophisticated vocabulary. Therefore, it is our responsibility as trained people to take into account the situation of those who have not been trained and their possible confusion. We have to show some solidarity and not abuse of our partial understanding to take undue advantages. Remaining attentive to this matter is our collective responsibility. And your responsibility is even larger, because as young graduates trained in data sciences, you are able to understand the motivation and the risk for our open societies that are lying into new apps, new web services, new collection of personal data. For instance, let me remind you what today data scientists are able to guess from a simple sequence of like or don't like collected from personal accounts in various social networks. They can guess, for instance, they can guess many aspects of your personal life with a very high probability, such as your gender, but also your political opinion, and also, for instance, if your parents divorced when you were young. As is illustrated by the Cambridge Analytica affair, such information can then be used to influence people with good or bad purposes. So you will certainly be involved in the use of personal data in your professional life, or you will have to develop new ways to use them. So you will have to anticipate all these questions and remain attentive to the risk of endangering freedom and humanism. What's the problem? I'm too fast? Sorry. Oh, yes. I am a little bit not so red. I'm late. So please, yes, I'm confident you will keep all this in your mind. So, yes, sure. So all this said, back to the celebration. Today you are about to embrace your career, a very promising career indeed, and you might wonder how to allocate your attention to find the right balance between your professional and personal life, and also to pay attention to those who are around you. Here are some pieces of advice. First, you will only be successful if you are hardworking. Remember to always stay modest. You are at the beginning of your professional journey, and if you don't want to miss opportunities and be proud of your work and decision, be open-minded, rigorous, intellectually honest, and persistent. Also, as I told you earlier this year during our farewell party, keep being curious, keep learning. The world is changing quickly. What you will be doing in 10 years from now will be mainly based on new ideas, new techniques, and new tools. I trust your curiosity has already grown during your time here at TSE, and I do encourage you to keep nurturing it over the years. Curiosity will also help you make well-grounded and so better decisions with a more accurate understanding of your environment. Second, you will not be successful alone. We all benefit from the support of family members, friends, and professional relationships, and you must be attentive to the amount of time you will dedicate to them. Among all these people, always remember that you especially owe a lot to your parents. As time goes by, as you get older, there will come a day when you realize that the way you say some word or show particular expression, the way you tilt your head at certain times, the way you move your hands when you talk are things you observe in your father or your mother. As much as this behavior might have irritated you when you were a teenager, now they are part of you, who you are now, and you must be proud of this lineage. Curiosity is one important thing, but listening is another. Success in your professional activities and family and social relationships will come more easily if you keep nurturing your ability to listen to people and to understand their point of view. This skill will make you more convincing and successful in your professional life. It will also make you better citizens and parents. Dialogue is more fruitful when we take into account other people's perspective, which brings us back to the subject of values and our genuine interest in other people. So I will end this speech with a request to you, our graduate students from TSE. We need you. We need your feedback in order to improve our program, to improve our organization, to improve our services. The staff of the school is highly dedicated, available, and attentive. I am sure that many of you have benefited from their help and support. On this matter, I would like to take the opportunity to say a big thank you to all of them, and particularly to Cécile and her team, who today organized very professionally this ceremony. And I would like to invite you to give them a big round of applause. So, you might wonder why we need to learn from you and your experience at TSE. Well, our school is facing big challenges today. We need your help to remain in competition with highly reputed and far more older departments in well-known universities all over the world. TSE is a young school, less than 10 years. We want you to be proud of being TSE graduates, and we also want you to be our ambassador throughout the world to promote the school, its spirit, and its program. Lastly, on a more personal note, let me tell you that I was born in a town on the seaside by the North Sea in France. And in this city, we have a long tradition of bidding friends goodbye with the use of old nautical expression. So, therefore, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Thank you for your attention, and once again, congratulations on the good job.
J'invite maintenant Emilien Simioni, président de l'association TSE Alumni Network, à me rejoindre sur scène. I'm now inviting Emilien Simioni, president of the TSE Alumni Network Association. Thank you.
Dear graduates of the class of 2018, congratulations, you made it. You are now officially graduating from the Toulouse School of Economics. I know from experience that it has been very intense and demanding. It's important that you keep good memories from the year spent at TSE. Air conditioning at the manufacturer, midterms, and the reservation nights spent before. More seriously, you will see that you will remember the good discussion you had with your professor and your classmates during lectures, homework, but also parties. Working means that you cannot wake up early in the morning any longer and tell yourself, if I don't go to this lecture, it's not the end of the world. I will attend the 5 others, unless you become a professor yourself. Speaking of professors, you must be very proud of yourself, but you must also be very proud of them. In some months, years, maybe decades, you will realize that they shaped a part of you, making sure that you do not leave TSE without a strong background, but more importantly, that you left with the ability of adapting your behavior to the job market. That will be the main difference between you and other graduates, both from this school and from other ones, soft skills. Please help yourself and continue working on them. Attitude is key. You have taken the first step. Some of you will stay for a PhD, some will leave for another university, but for most of you, it's the start of something new, a job, a career even, in France or abroad. The role of the TSE Alumni Association is to perpetuate in your new life the link you built with your classmates. As a growing association, we are here to support networking, help you find a job, help you find new opportunities, but more importantly, we are here to connect you with your fellow alumni all over the world, keeping the spirit of TSE alive for many years to come. We have a strong presence all over the world. Paris, of course, London, Brussels, Asia, and have members in all continents. For coming years, we are planning to launch the first steps of the financial independence of our association, enhance the relationship held with the school, improve the network mapping, and create an up-to-date directory referencing all alumni and their position. But we will also continue to develop events in Paris and in the world for you. Afterwards, conferences, and many others to come. But we can only do that if our network is truly engaged. So if you are keen to perpetuate the spirit of the wonderful school we've been part of and leverage the amazing network of alumni to improve the representation of our school in the job market, please get in contact with me or with any member of the board. We are really willing to support you in the initiatives you have. You are now the new ambassador of this wonderful school. I won't take any additional seconds of your time, so once again, congratulations to all of you.
Je suis heureuse d'appeler maintenant Annie Kraut-Kramer et José Alfonso Munoz, représentant la promotion 2018. I'm pleased to call Annie Kraut-Kramer and José Alfonso Munoz, who are both student representatives of the class of 2018.
Dear classmates, professors, administration, family, and friends, welcome, bienvenue. Today we celebrate the culmination of years of hard work.
We all come from different backgrounds, from different countries and different undergrad programs. Some of us has been in TSE for 5 years, others for 1 year. But today we're all going to celebrate our academic life by having something in common. We're all going to become alumni of the Toulouse School of Economics. Annie and I have very different backgrounds and aspirations. I studied economics in Costa Rica, and since then I always wanted to follow an academic path and become a PhD student. TSE has given me the tools to follow this path I've chosen, and I can see how it has prepared my friends and classmates, all of you, to start their professional lives ready and willing to give their best.
I studied environmental economics and French during my undergraduate education in the US. After graduating, I spent a year teaching English in a suburb of Paris, and I applied to TSE because I wanted to continue learning about environmental economics while still experiencing French culture. I have since started a doctoral thesis at another university, and I hope to work on environmental policy in an international setting.
As you all know, it has not been always an easy journey, but even with the difficulty of some courses, we managed to succeed and become better economists, ready to apply our knowledge to the path we choose to follow. We will apply the skills we gain at TSE to help make the world a better, more efficient place, wherever we work in competition, development, environmental, education, or any other policy sectors. We can use our knowledge of economics for the common good.
I personally struggled a lot during the first year of the master's, but one of my favorite things about TSE is the sense of community. The friends I have made here feel more like family, and they were always there to help me, whether as a tutor, a listening ear, or a cheerleader, encouraging me to keep going when I felt like giving up.
However, the life of TSE was not just about academics. Either by participating in the different students' associations we have, or by enjoying the beautiful city of Toulouse, studying at TSE allows us not to only increase our potential as economists, but also becoming more well-rounded professionals.
As a new stage of our life starts, we should always remember and feel proud of the great effort each and every one of us has made to obtain this diploma, and all of the people who helped get us here today, starting from our family to the professors, classmates, and friends, and administrative personnel in TSE. There is a saying that to whom much is given, much is expected. Our education has given us more than we are even aware of, and with this comes a responsibility to give our best in every job we will have to maintain the reputation of TSE as the alumni before us have done, and to help improve our communities and make the world a better place.
Thank you for listening, and to all of our classmates, we wish you the best in all your future endeavors. We will always have TSE for us. Thank you very much.
Et le moment est maintenant venu d'écouter Jean Tirole, président de Toulouse School of Economics. And now it's time to hear Jean Tirole, chairman of Toulouse School of Economics.
Voilà, j'étais vraiment pressé de faire ce discours. Je suis vraiment désolé, Annie et Rosé, d'avoir pris votre place. Monsieur le gouverneur, cher François, cher parrain de la promotion en 2018, dont la présence est vraiment un très grand honneur pour notre communauté. Monsieur le doyen, cher Stéphane, chère Cécile et Claire qui organisaient ce jour, Emilio, Annie et Rosé, chers amis, chers collègues, chers parents et amis de nos diplômés, et surtout chers diplômés de la promotion 2018. Je vais passer à l'anglais. J'ai un petit peu honte. Après 27 ans dans cette magnifique ville rose, je n'ai toujours pas l'accent français, comme vous avez, toulousain, comme vous avez pu le constater. Je n'ai pas l'accent anglais non plus, mais comme un certain nombre d'entre vous ne parlent pas français parfaitement, je vais passer à l'anglais. Let me start with a story. A little more than 4 years ago, I received a call from the Royal Academy of Sciences, and I didn't pick up the phone. It was like noon, and the phone was vibrating on my desk. I was actually working with a TSE colleague on a grant proposal, so I didn't pick up the phone. I was not expecting any call. And after a while, this colleague told me, but maybe you should take the phone. So I picked up the phone, and the rest, as I say, is history. That day, something changed my life. I'm not sure exactly still in what way, but it was the beginning of an adventure. And I think for you today, today marks a similar day for you, a big change for all of you. You might not think of it right away, but in a few years' time, you will look back to those years spent here, hopefully with fond memories of your teacher, of your classes, of your student life, of the TSE Gala, of the beers in Place Saint-Pierre, and many other things I won't tell you about because your parents are around. You will realize how much your lives have changed since then and realize how far you have come. This day marks the end of 4 years of studies, discoveries, doubts, and of course, hard work. By the way, you might think that Nobel laureates are extraordinary people, some kind of Wonder Man or Wonder Woman. That's what I thought until I got the prize. That phone call, actually, when I received it, reminded me of Groucho Marx's famous quip. I will never belong to a club that will take me as a member. And actually, when I received the prize, my mother, who was a teacher, is now 94-year-old, was talking on radio, and she was asked by the journalist, "Is your son a genius?" And she said, "Definitely not." And indeed, there's a lesson here, and I think she was completely right, which is, if you had told me when I was a student in France, when I was a student at MIT for a PhD, by the way, this is the gown of MIT, that one day I will win the Nobel Prize, I would have thought that you were completely insane. And you know, the lesson here is that you have to believe in yourself. By the way, I didn't follow Groucho Marx's advice. I accepted the prize, and it has been a wonderful adventure. I recommend it. Now, at this point, you may be asking yourself, where is he heading for? Clearly, he doesn't know what to say, so he's talking about himself. My point, I think, is that Nobel laureate, like everybody else, was actually a satisfactory and successful career, has a story and also has qualities. Obviously, you have to be hardworking. That was already told. That's important. You have to be obstinate. One of the nice things that you have when you get the Nobel Prize is you spend 7 days in Stockholm amidst the other Nobel laureates, and they have fascinating lives. And one of them, his name is Stefan Hell, actually someone who is a Romanian, and he got his PhD in chemistry at Heidelberg. And in his thesis, in his PhD thesis, he basically had his Nobel Prize. Wonderful discovery. And nobody believed him, so everybody in the profession, in the chemistry profession, told him, you know, that's wrong. And he didn't get a job, he was unemployed. And then he moved to the University of Turku in Finland, and he kept stressing the fact that it was interesting. In the end, he was recognized. True. You also have to be passionate about your field, at the same time recognizing the limits of your knowledge. You have to learn on every possible occasion, and you have to manage to be at the right place at the right time. And one cannot overstress the amount in our intelligence that comes from the others. I mean, the social networks, the social surroundings are tremendously important. Now, you must be thinking, I should not have come to TSE, they keep giving us advice. But, you know, that's also the day to do that as well. Now, you have the talent and the tools. And there are, you know, I've had you, some of you as students, and you have been wonderful. Another case in point is the two TSE teams who ranked #1 and #2 at the European Energy Trading Competition. That shows you have talent, many of you have talent, and most of you, all of you actually, and you know, don't stop until you know you are at your very best. And even then, don't rest on your laurels. You can do amazing things. So the first point to take home is to believe in yourself. Then your passion and your environment will take you a long way. My second recommendation, and Stefan already mentioned that, is to take this day with gratitude. Gratitude toward your teachers and your administrative staff who demonstrate passion in their work, generosity or spirit in their relationship with you. And also to your families and friends who have supported you all those years. My third point concerns your take-home responsibility. Your new degree comes with many opportunities, but also with a few duties. As trained economists and as TSE graduates, you will have to relentlessly represent the excellence of your institution and the rigor of our common passion, economics. You graduate today in an era of worldwide challenges that are more than ever in need of economics. How can we manage the impressive digital revolution to benefit society and protect consumers, citizens, and workers? How can we control climate change to protect and respect our planet? How can we guarantee that increasingly complex financial system stay healthy and efficient? How can we ensure that generosity and reason will prevail against populism and nationalism? You'll have to combat the cognitive biases, a reliance on first impression, a dependence on heuristics and narratives, our eagerness to believe what we want to believe, to see what we want to see. Cognitive biases are skillfully exploited by those who want to propagate inward-looking attitudes, hate speech, and reactionary ideas. The world of knowledge, by contrast, has no frontiers, no boundaries. What a better symbol than this hotbed of knowledge, your university. You are the generation that will tackle our many daunting challenges. You will behave in a socially responsible way, and at a time when science is regularly attacked and knowledge disregarded, when economics is often misunderstood and reduced to simple ideas, when you'll have to stand your ground and relentlessly explain why science and knowledge are so important for the world and the future. You'll have to show that what economics is capable of, and you will employ it to make this world a better place. By so doing, you'll be promoting the common good. The good news is that I believe that you are all part of the solution to these global issues because you are the ones equipped with knowledge. You are already a force for change to reckon with, you are succeeding, you are making us proud, and you have already started to improve the world. Today you become TSE alumni, an important status to feel proud of. Please lend a hand to future graduates and exchange with them tips, experiences, and memories. Also, an important step for us will be to consolidate TSE's future for the next generation of TSE students. So don't be surprised if in the future you get some letter from us asking for help. Finally, I would like to thank again the TSE professor and administrative staff, as I said, for sharing their passion and generosity. The University of Toulouse Capital and its president, Corinne Mascala, which has done a lot of good work for us through an ongoing essential support. And I would like to thank François Villeroy De Galhau and the Banque de France for being such loyal and enthusiastic partners to TSE. This is very important to us. Many thanks to all of you, and I wish you all the best for the future, or as Stéphane would say, bon vent.
J'ai l'immense honneur d'accueillir maintenant François Villeroy De Galhau, gouverneur de la Banque de France et parrain de cette cérémonie. Dear Mr. Villeroy De Galhau, we are very honored to have you here as the patron of this ceremony.
Dear friends and teachers, très cher Jean, dear students, bonjour à tous. Language speaking, I will try to follow what is known as a Canadian rule. I don't know if you are familiar with that. It's a mix of French and English with a precise proportion, 1/4 in French, 3/4 in English. Alors je commence en français. Et je voulais vous dire merci de m'accueillir aujourd'hui et de m'avoir demandé d'être le parrain de cette cérémonie et de votre promotion. J'en suis simplement très fier. Et je mesure mon bonheur d'être à Toulouse aujourd'hui. Je mesure mon bonheur de parrainer cette graduation, moi qui appartiens à une génération où cette cérémonie n'existait pas. Et il faut savoir dans la vie célébrer les succès, il faut savoir rendre grâce. Et puis je mesure enfin mon bonheur de parler à près de 200 nouveaux économistes que vous êtes. Je dirige une institution publique, la Banque de France, qui emploie des centaines d'économistes. J'utilise l'économie tous les jours pour essayer de prendre les meilleures décisions sur la politique monétaire ou sur la régulation financière, celle des banques et des assurances après la crise. Mais il y a 30 ans, TSE n'existait pas, malheureusement. Et je n'ai donc pas eu ce privilège qui a été le vôtre d'étudier l'économie dans une grande école spécialisée. I now switch to English. First and foremost, congratulations to each and all of you. You deserve this celebration. I will not give you today, certainly not a lecture, and especially not a lecture in economics. But allow me to express 3 wishes for you. Be grateful, be committed, and be proud. Be always grateful to have learned economics here at TSE. We live in times where it has become fashionable to sometimes laugh at economists who didn't anticipate the great financial crisis, who supposedly dispute about theories while ignoring people's real life, who support, still worse, the market economy. The mood is apparently to emotion rather than to rationality, to experts' fights rather than dialogue, and even to fake news. Do never doubt this mood will pass. Please do never abandon your technical and scientific roots. Because in the long run, obviously incentives matter. Because right or bad economic choices matter most for precisely the real life of ordinary people. So, do listen more, do explain more, this is more and more important, do innovate more, but remain what you are, thanks to TSE, economists. And so, as economists, be always committed. Be always committed in favor of, yes, the common good. This is an old word. It was a bit forgotten unless Jean Tirole popularized it again in his famous book, Economics for the Common Good. I hope you have all read it. I have here, for the last reader, a copy in English, but it belongs to Jean, to be honest. Can I quote you, Jean? And you just said it. I quote, "The market economy is not an end in itself. At most, it is an instrument, and an imperfect one. Economics work towards the common good. Its goal is to make the world a better place," unquote. So some of you will work for public institutions, and here the common good is a more obvious purpose. Others will work for private companies, which I did also in my professional life. It can be another way, have no doubt about that. It can be another way of serving the common good. Never forget this goal. Be grateful, be committed, and be proud. Be proud to be Europeans, for most of you, or to have studied in Europe for the others. I would say that Europe is a complex miracle. Obviously too complex. We will all agree about that. But a miracle. A miracle of cultural and geographical diversity. A unique example of peace passionately rebuilt. And peace is a treasure, is this dangerous word of 2018. And Europe is perhaps still more, this is less often mentioned, a social model, combining market opportunities, stronger public services, and lower inequalities. Trump's voters in the US, or Brexit's voters, precisely raised this question, and they didn't get the right answers. We will see it more and more. You know it as economists. We should also be more vocal as Europeans. On this world stage, between noisy and sometimes too noisy America and China, we as Europeans should bring our inspiration, should bring our aspiration to combine economic success and social cohesion. For all that, I wish to each of you good luck, bonne chance. This word is now yours. Thank you.
Let's now start the graduation ceremony on stage. Alors, j'appelle tout d'abord David Allary, responsable pédagogique du Master in Economics and Competition Law. We will start first with a Master in Economics and Competition Law with David Allary.
Of course, my colleague will disagree, but this is the best one. That's why we are the first, and not because my name, is starting by a A. Then, Clément Alaton. Frédéric Axiza. Louis Babin. Karim Bensassinour. Alice Cayol. Florence Caudron. Théophile Cuc. Clara Etcheverry. Pauline Fabre-Comte. Arthur Hill. Anaïs Genepin. Léa Julienne. Marine Lafont. Marie Lasba, là-bas. Eva Lugassi. Marwa Mokedem. Jeanne Moureau. Léa Pau. Lucie Portier. I don't know if I will be able to pronounce it correctly, but Abhijit Singh Ramburut. Tristan Salmon. Florent Vergniaud. Claire Vidal. Alexandre Viguier.
J'appelle. J'appelle maintenant Wilfried Zanzantman, responsable du Master Economic Theory and Econometrics, à me rejoindre. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna call all the laureates. Marcela Barrios. Flaming. Yes. Flaminia Borelli. Lisa Botbol. Stefano Corbellini. Diego David. Tim Ederer. Goke Gokocha. Jihu Hu. Giulia Leone. Max Leslelier. Bravo. On a votre diplôme. Jayin Lee. Maurice Lovenfeld. Sergio Alberto Montoya Cruz. José Alfonso Muñoz Alvarado. Peter Nice. José Ignacio Rivero. He's not here. He's in Paris, in Cergy. Tuli Van Appelto. And Chabot, you? Okay.
It is now the turn of the Master in Public Policy and Development and his director, Jean-Paul Hazan, to come on stage with me.
Okay, hello everybody. I will start with a little touch of alumnus memories. Jean Tirole said that the study of economics can flip you over. He said it in a more elegant way. But 47 years and a few weeks ago, I was sitting over there attending my first course in economics. And I had chosen economics because after May 68 and all that, I had decided that I wanted to do philosophy, and then I realized that I read Karl Marx, and I said, no, I want to do economics. And then I landed here for a course in introductory microeconomics, and the teacher was Guy de Villebichot, who gave me he flipped me over to good economics, and less than 9 years later, I completed my PhD at the London School of Economics. I was the first French guy to do that. And so economics in Toulouse has always been a very important topic, very well taught, and I hope all of you will have as much fun and as much luck as I had in my career and my life. After this, this bit of emotion, let me call our valedictorian, who is Anaïs Fa. Félicitations. Next in line is Théodore Beru. After that, I have Clémence de Courrèges-Dustou. So then, next to come is Jean-Baptiste Wally Dion. He didn't come. Okay. And then Clément Fay or Fais. I think he was born in Clermont-Ferrand, so it must be Fay. Although it is Occitania, so it could be Fais. Toutes mes félicitations. Then we move on to Lisette Fernanda Fouquet-Pina. I should not put my glasses on. And then Farah Atou. Et Marlène Hérisson. Still with the girls, Laetitia Longhi. Una otra mujer, Mónica Gabriela López País. Et maintenant, no. Which language? Not Spanish. I don't speak Catalan, so it will be in English. Alea Muñoz Guisandi. Now I'm switching to a chap who yesterday was not, I introduced not as a student but as an alumnus because he was representing the OECD. That's José Carlos Ortega Regalado. Now I want to call Abderrahman Rasmouki. Toutes mes félicitations. Je la vois qui attend impatiemment. Caroline Robert. Marine Roux. Et maintenant, pour clôturer en beauté, Quentin Vidal.
Let's go on with the Masters in Finance with Silvia Rossetto.
So I'm not Alexander Gumbel. I'm Silvia Rossetto. I'm very happy to be here. I asked Alex if I could take his place because I want to congratulate the students personally, especially the students in Master in Finance and Information Technology, because I'm the director of the Master in Information Technology, in Finance and Information Technology. So let's start with the Master in Finance and in Corporate Finance. So I will call first Bastien Barral. And now I call Yijing Wang, who is the and she's the major in the MSc. The valedictorian of Finance and Information Technology, Bertrand Horimbere. Sofiane Atmani. Sami Brahimi. Ismail Jibrila Hima. Jinguye Gu. Jean-Baptiste Beau. Charles Derit Matten. Arnaud Grandin-Collage. Songguan Lou. Quentin Thévenot. And Fabien Vigy.
the Master Environmental and Natural Resources Economics for the Economics and Ecology path, I invite Ingela Age to come on stage. And for the path Environmental Policy and Energy Economics. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello all. Thank you. Thank you. So for the first time this year, there are two paths in this Master of Natural Economics and Environmental Economics and Natural Resource Economics. And so I just wanted to say a couple of words about it. It's an interdisciplinary master. And so Jean, in his speech, was saying something about being in the right place at the right time at some point, and I was that a few years ago. I was hired here not only to do economics, but also to promote interactions with other disciplines. And these discussions with ecologists in this area who are also first-rate researchers on biodiversity, on ecosystems, and we realize that there is an increasing need for to educate students to acquire tools not only in economics but also in tools in how to measure the impact of human activities on ecosystems. And so I'm very proud to say that this year is we had the first two students who have graduated from this master, and that this master attracted two really excellent students. So I'd like to welcome first Luke Edwards. And next on to Zayu Sun.
So as the director of the other track in the environmental economics program, I first would like to say on behalf of myself and all the teachers and everyone involved in the program that this was an excellent year for the old ERNA. You were a pleasure to teach, and it's fair to say, I think I can say it since former years are not here, that this was the best year ever of the ERNA program. So first I would like to call someone who struggled a little bit in the program, but it turned out very well. So the best of the best, Annelies Kraut-Kramer. Excellent, congratulations. Martina Yaoub, Valam Yaoub. Colin Bernard. Mathilde Dautrelot. Estelle Gabrielli. Christina Hagen. Margot Lapierre. Sarah Lopez. Elodie Aubin. Jérôme Pérez. Last but not least, Louis Ramirez.
let's go on now. Let's go on now with a Master in Economics of Market and Organization. And the director is Estelle Malavolti.
So hello to everyone. I will be brief. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here to deliver the diploma. And well, I wish you all the best for the future. So now I'm calling Gregory Cohen. Mathieu Adam. Maria Arenas Gaitan. Li Xiubao. Paul Bosseno. Lisa Bonnefou. Sai Bravo. Armel Chalmont. Shang Hong Chen. Olivier de Nagiscarde. Michael Gisquet. Sébastien Grotto. Géraldine Ouattara. Camila Jaramillo. Frédéric Jourdon. David Kremer. Lauriane Marty. Christian Muntin. Anne-Laure Perras.
I'm calling now Anne-Ruiz Gazin for the Master in Statistics and Econometrics.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I would like to congratulate all the students from the Statistics and Econometrics programs, the one who did the internship, the apprenticeship, and the one who did not. It was not always easy, but you made it, and I'm very proud of you, and I really wish you the best for your future career. I'm now calling Léonard Pouget. Bravo. I'm now calling Jinan Aloul. Raphaël Avoustin. Paul Barrier. Tanguy Carrousel. Maïma El Moussaoui, pardon. Ekaterina Ilinova. Carole, Portugal. Mam Ngati Sambe. Abdourahman So. And now for the apprenticeship pass, I'm calling Agathe Lamel. Mohamed Lemine Bedia. Julie Cavaroc. Nicolas Darigrand. Joanne Deloy. Florian Félix. Maguelone Jarzac. Noémie Rivaillé. Mélanie Suescune. Léo Wanti. Et Jiamine Zhou.
I invite Cathy Casal and Noor Medai, directors of the Empirical Economics and Econometrics Master to join me on stage.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I want just to say some little words. You have to know that we are very delighted to be here today in order to give to you your diploma, which closes a milestone in your life, I'm sure. We know that we have been particularly demanding with you this past year, but you have largely met these requirements. You have to know that. I'm sure that great things are to achieve are waiting for you, and we wish you all the best for you in your future life, professional life, and also in your private life.
And I would like to say a few words about Mai and Dan. She's not here today. Unfortunately, she lost her passport a few days ago. She comes from Vietnam, far away, low class, income family, but very hard worker. Always in the front line, and huge energy and unbounded ambition. Alors, Léa Lavie. Bravo, félicitations. Sean McKierman. No, yeah. You have a big fan club, right? Paul Montesinos. Bravo, félicitations. Simon Neyen. Je veux des places pour la finale de la Coupe du Monde dans 8 ans, ok? C'est là que je te demande. Alexandre Nord Sanchez. Agnès Vergès. Félicitations. And Zhua Wang.
And last but not least, we will conclude with the Master in Applied Economics with Isabelle Dubec.
Okay, I'm very proud and so glad to congratulate the very first class of Économie Appliquée. Dear student, I wish you all the best in your future professional life and so on. Okay, so I'm calling the top of the class, the first of the class, Florine Minuzot. Congratulations, Florine. And now, Wenchang Li. Raphaël Citruc. Félicitations. And now, Adrien Tuffier.
Mesdames et messieurs, assis au premier rang, je vous invite maintenant à rejoindre la scène et à vous placer face à moi au centre, toutes les personnes assises au premier rang, pour la photo officielle. Chers diplômés, pouvez-vous tous vous lever pour la photo officielle? Dear alumni, can you all stand for the official picture? Comme le veut la tradition, chers alumni, chers anciens, merci de bien vouloir passer le pompon de votre coiffe de droite à gauche. Could you please place now your tassel from your right to your left? At the count of 3, I will invite you to throw your caps into the air. 1, 2, 3.